Hi guys, I welcome you all back to my channel. I am Aisha. In today's video, I will be showing you how to draft Victorian Corset. Thank you all for your support. God bless you all. If you are new to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. Stay tuned to the end of the tutorial. Very important, when taking your measurement on your clients, make sure you take accurate measurement. That's very important for any concept you are making. Be patient when taking your measurement. Is very important. That's the key to concept, because if the measurement is not right, everything will be wrong about the sewing. For us to draft our Victorian concept, you will need the full length of your blouse, your bust measurement, your waist measurement, your under bust measurement, your hip measurement, your bust span, that's your nipple to nipple measurement. That's very important. And you will need your shoulder measurement also. So now I have it here with me. This is my shoulder line, this is my chest line, this is my bust line, this is my under bust, and this is my waist line, and this is my normal length, the length I'm using, and this is my hip length. You can see this is my hip length. So let's name it. The shoulder I'm using is 16 inches. I divide my shoulder by 2. I have 8 inches here. You can see this is it. So I'm from here. I came down by 9 inches. You can see this is it. You can see. So that's how to create your shoulder and your armhole length. So now, and we came down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope, and this is the round 3 by 3. I make use of 3 by 3 for the width and the depth. For our Victorian corset, the bust span I'm using is 8.5. So I'll come to my bust line. This is my bust line. So from there, I will divide my bust span by 2. So I'll come here, divide your 8.5 by 2. So this is it. You can see this is it. So I will come here to the hip line, same thing to the hip line. So I'll make it a straight line. This is it. The length I'm using is 26 inches. You can see this is it. This is 26. The reason why I'm using 26 inches is from the shoulder to the hip. I want my corset to come from the shoulder to the hip, because I will be shaping it at the side, and for the shape to come out well. So that's the reason why I'm making use of 26 inches. The actual length I supposed to use is 23 inches, but I had 3 inches to it for the side shape to come out well. So that's the reason why I add 3 inches to it. I will come to the waistline. I will be taking my darts at the waistline. I'm making use of 2 inches darts. I will divide my dart by 2. That will give me 1 inch. I will take 1 inch at the right side and 1 inch at the left side. So here, that's it. You can see. So I'll come to the under bust also. Same thing applies to the under bust. 1 inch here, 1 inch here. You can see. And I will come to the hip line. I will be making use of 1 inch at the hip. I will divide the 1 inch into 2. So that will give me half inch at the right side and half inch at the left side. Same thing applies to the normal length. So now I will be shaping it. So this is it. So now we'll come to this point here. This is our bust point, you can see. So we'll be curving it. You will give it a curve from this under bust. From here, I'll curve it to this point. You can make use of your free hand, or you make use of your French curve. I'll be making use of my French curve. So you can see. So this is it. We've created our curve here. So now we'll come to the next side. How deep do you want your cleavage to show? You will be the one to determine that. Come here. So you make use of whatever you desire to use. How deep do you want it? So as for me, I'll be making use of this 10.5. This same 10.5 here for the bust line. So I'll be making use of 10.5 for the depth of my neck. So I'll be making use of 10.5. I'll come to this point here. So okay, for me to shape my sweetheart neck. So for the shape to come out, I'll come here. I'll be making use of, you can decide to make use of 7 inches, you can decide to make use of 8 inches, and you can decide to come down. So but for me, for the sweetheart neck to come out very well, I'll be making use of 8 inches. I'm okay with 8 inches. This is 8 inches, you can see. So this is 8 inches. So from here, I will straighten this up to where my 8 inches stop. You can see this is it. This is where my 8 inches stop. You can see. So this is where my 8 inches stop. You can see it. So now from here, I will be curving it also. I will be giving it a dart here also. You come here, you measure 1 inch at this side. I'll be making use of 2 inches dart. I will divide it by 2. So, and I'll come here, I will make use of 1 inch here also. 1 inch plus 1 inch, that will give us 2 inches. So from here, I will curve it to this point. This is it, you can see. I'll be taking my circumference measurement for the bust now. So the bust I'm using is 41 inches. So you divide your bust by 4. This is 41. I'll come to this point. This is our midpoint for the armhole length. So I'll be coming inward by 1 inch. This is 1 inch, you can see. So from here, I'll create my armhole curve. So this is it. We've created our dart. So we'll be shaping our neck now. So from here, I'll bring it this way. You can see. This is it. You can see. So bring it like this. Shape it this way. So I'll curve it to this point. So I'll come here. Now you can see we've created our sweetheart neck. So this is it. So now we'll come to the waistline. This is our waistline. At the center front here, I will be going inward by half inch. Half inch. You can see this half inch. You can see it. So from this half inch, I will give it a dart shape to this bust line here. You can see here. And to the hip line here at the down aspect. You can see. So this is it. So you go inward by half inch here at the center front at the waist line. You can see this is it. Now I will be taking my circumference measurement. The bust I'm using is 41 inches. You divide your bust by 4. So we have it here already. So you can see. So this is 41. You come to the bust line also. Same thing applies to the bust line. This is it. You can see. So you come to the under bust. The waist measurement I'm using is 39 inches. You divide your waist also by 4. So this 39. You see. So same thing applies to the waist. So here I'll be making use of the hip measurement here. The hip I'm using is 43. You divide your hip also by 4. This 43. So now I will need to extend the line a bit. After taking our main circumference measurements, we'll be adding our darts. So the inches that we are taking out for the darts, we'll be adding it back to it. So here, I'll come here. I have 2 inches dart here that will be going out. You can see these 2 inches. I'll add that 2 inches to it here. So you add that 2 inches, you add it back to it at the bust line and at the chest line. This is it, you can see. So and at the under bust here, I have 2 inches also that is going out. You can see this is 2 inches. You can see that bust. So I will add that 2 inches. I will add it back to it. This is it. So and at the waistline, I have 2 inches here that is going out at the waistline, and I also have half inch here that is going out, making 2.5 inch. So I'll add that 2.5 inch back to it. This is it. So at the hip line, I have 1 inch that is going out. You can see this is 1 inch. So I will return my 1 inch back. So this is the 1 inch. So same thing applies to the hip line, you can see. So you return the 1 inch back to it. You can see this is it. So now we'll be shaping it. So here I'll be adding 1 inch to it here for the shape to come out very well. So I will need to add 1 inch to it. You can see. So you can just shape it this way. So this is it, you can see. So we'll be having another dart at the center here. So I will be creating another dart here at this center for us to cinch it at the waist, because I will be cinching it with 3 inches. I will remove 3 inches from my waist measurement. The measurement I'm using for the waist is 39 inches. I will remove 3 inches from it. That will give me 36 inches. So I will be using that 3 inches to cinch it at the waist here. So we need to create another dart here. You will come to the waistline from here to this point. Whatever you have there, you divide it by 2. So I have 7 inches there. So I will divide my 7 inches into 2. That will give me 3.5. So this 3.5. So from here, you straighten it upward and you straighten it downward. So this is it. We have it this way. You can see it. So I'll come to the waistline. I'll be dividing that 3 inches into 2. You know, our paper is on fold. So you divide that 3 inches, you divide it into 2. So that will give us 1.5 inch. So I will come here, I will divide that my 1.5 inch, I will divide it into 2. This is it. So from here, we'll create our darts. So you just create it in a dart form to the bust line. This is the bust line, you can see. To the bust line from here, I'll draw it this way. You can see to the bust line. Same thing applies to it here. This is our dart for the cinching aspect. So by the time we remove this dart, our corset will come out. The shape will come out at the waist aspect. Now I'll come to the down part. I will be giving it shape here. From here to this point. So I'll be giving it shape. You can see. So you curve it this way. If you want to use yoke, this is the yoke aspect for it. So you can make use of this for your yoke. So this is the yoke aspect of it. But as for me, I'm not making use of yoke. So I need only this down part. Now I'll be using this red pen to indicate the dart side that is going out. Now I will be cutting it out. So we have it. This is the center front. It's very important you name it. This is the middle front, and this is the side front. And you put an arrow to indicate the upper part and the down part. So this is the upper part, you can see. So you put an arrow to indicate it so that you won't be confused. So you can see. So this is our front aspect of our Victorian corset. So this is it. So now I will be cutting the back aspect. This is it for the back aspect. This is our shoulder. So I came down by 1 inch, and I'm using 1 inch for the depth at the back aspect. And this is our bust line. At the back aspect, you don't need your under bust. This is our waistline, the main length, and the hip line. And for the back aspect, I will lace it at the back. I'm not adding zip allowance to it at the back aspect. I will lace it at the back, so no need of adding zip allowance to it. But if you want to add your zip to it at the back, that means you will need to add your zip allowance to it, which is 2 inches zip allowance. You will add it to the back aspect. So here, we'll be making use of our bust palm. The bust palm I'm using is 8.5. You divide your bust palm by 2. At the bust line here, we'll measure our bust palm. The bust palm we are using, the bust palm is 8.5. You divide it by 2. That will give us 4.1. So this is it. Yeah. So I'll come to the waistline. This is the waistline, you can see. So same thing applies to the main length and the hip line also. You make it a straight line. So this is it. So for us to add our darts to hit at the back aspect, we'll come to the waistline. I will be making use of 1 inch darts. So I will divide my 1 inch into 2. That will give me half inch. Half inch at the right side and half inch at the left side. This is it. You can see. So this is the 1 inch. So from here, we will create our dart to the bust line. This is the bust line. You can see. So this is it. We'll come to the back aspect here. You know, we'll lace it at the back. So I'll come to this bust line here. So I will be going inward by 2.5 here. You can decide to make use of 3 inches. It depends on how you want your lace to be at the back, how wide you want it. So you are the one to determine that. So I'll be making use of 2.5 inch here. You can see. And I will come to this down aspect. I will be making use of 1.5 inch at this down aspect here. You can see. So this is it. So I will straighten it. So this is it. So for the back aspect also, we will be going inward by half inch. Half inch. That same half inch we remove at the waist, at the center front of the front aspect. So for it to have shape at the back aspect also, we'll go inward by half inch here. You come to the waistline. This is the waistline. So I'll measure half inch here. You can see this is half inch. So in form of that, so I'll straighten it upwards this way. So you bring it up this way, straighten it up or this way. You can see. So same thing applies to the down part. So this is our dart for it to have that shape at the back aspect. So this is it. How deep do you want it at the back aspect? You'll be the one to determine the depth also. So as for me, I'll be making use of 13 inches. So I'll come here from the neck here. I'll measure 13 inches downward. So this is my 13 inches, you can see. So this is where my 13 inches stop. So from here, so I'll be giving it shape. So I'll come here. So I'll be giving it shape from here. You give it shape how you want it. So you'll be the one to determine that. So I shape it this way. You can see from the armhole. So you shape it this way. You can see to where you want your depth to be. You can see it. This is where I want my depth to be. So you can see this is it. So now we'll be taking our circumference measurements. Bust I'm using is 41. You divide your bust by 4. So this is 41. You can see. So this 41. The waist I'm using is 39. You divide your waist also by 4. This 39 plus the inches of the dart that we are taking out. We have 1 inch here, you can see, and we have half inch here, making 1.5. So you add it back to it. So this is it. You can see. So I'll come to the main length. I'll be making use of the hip measurement there. You divide your hip by 4 also. I'm making use of 43 for the hip. So this is 43 divided by 4. So this is it. You can see. So I'll come to the hip, the main hip. Same thing applies to the main hip. Now we'll be shaping it. For my shape to come out at the side here, so I will need to add 1 inch to it here. So 1 inch, I had 1 inch to it at the hip for the shape, for the side shape to come out. You can see. Now for the cinching at the waist, we'll come to the waistline. You divide whatever you have here, you divide it by 2. So I have 6.5. I will divide my 6.5 by 2. So this is it. So at this point, we would make it a straight line to the bust line and to the hip line. So now, same thing we did at the front aspect. We will be making use of 3 inches for the cinching at the waist. So I will divide that 3 inches into 2. That will give me 1.5. I will still need to divide that 1.5 into 2. You know, we have our paper on fold. So you come here, you divide that 1.5 into 2. So this is it. You can see it. So this is it. So from here, we'll create our darts. So you can see. So this is it. So this is the back aspect of it. So now we need to shape it at the down aspect also, same way we did at the front aspect. For us to confirm our shape, you can see. So this is it. So we need to confirm it. Maybe the shape is the same. So this is it. So if you are making use of the yoke at the back aspect, so you come here, you look for the midpoint of your armhole. This is the midpoint. So from here, we will create our armhole. So if you want it to have keyhole at the back aspect, you can just come here. I will be coming down by 2 inches here. You can see this 2 inches. So from this dart point, I will be going inward by 1.5 or 2 inches. So let me make use of 1.5 here. So this is 1.5, you can see. So you can just bring this way. If you want it to have open at the back aspect, you can see it. So this is it. So this is our dart that is going out. And this is for the lace. You can see. So this is for the lace. So now I will be cutting it out. This is for the lace, so it's going out. We don't need it. Please click on the join button by supporting this channel. God bless you as you do that. Thank you. So this, you cut it to the straight to the upper part. You can see the way I cut it. So this is the back aspect. So this is the center back. This is the middle back. And this is the side back. Give it an arrow to indicate it's very important. So this is the upper part. Yes. So this is it. So and this is the yoke. If you are using yoke, this is our back aspect of it. If you are not using yoke, so you have it this way. So we have both the front and the back aspect. This is it. So this is the front and this is the back aspect. So when placing it on the main fabric, you had 1/2 inch to hit all round at the side, at the upper part, and at the down aspect. So you make sure you had 1/2 inch to hit all round. You don't need to add too much allowance to your Victorian corset for it to come out well shaped. So you don't need too much allowance in it. That 1/2 inch, you will use it in joining everything together. So you use the 1/2 inch to join it together. So that's all about the drafting of our Victoria corset. If you find this video helpful, kindly give it a thumbs up. If you have any question or suggestion, you can drop it in the comment section below. Kindly subscribe to my channel and make sure you turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. Thanks for watching. Bye.